Welcome to our guide on active versus passive investing. When it comes to investing in mutual funds and exchange-traded funds, there are two main approaches you can take. Active investing involves trying to beat the market through careful stock selection and frequent trading. Passive investing, on the other hand, aims to match the market's performance by tracking an index. Both strategies have their own advantages and disadvantages, and understanding these differences is crucial for making informed investment decisions. Today, we'll explore which strategy might be right for you. Active investing is a strategy where fund managers try to outperform the market by selecting individual stocks and timing their trades. This approach requires professional management by experienced fund managers who conduct extensive research to identify undervalued stocks or market opportunities. Active funds involve frequent trading, buying and selling securities based on market conditions and analysis. The primary goal is to beat market returns and generate alpha, which means returns above the benchmark index. This hands-on approach requires constant monitoring and decision-making to capitalize on market inefficiencies. Passive investing takes a completely different approach. Instead of trying to beat the market, passive investors aim to match its performance by investing in index funds or exchange-traded funds that track a specific market index. This strategy follows a buy-and-hold philosophy, where investments are held for the long term with minimal trading. The cost structure is significantly lower because there's no need for expensive research teams or frequent transactions. Passive funds simply replicate the holdings of an index, whether that's the S&P 500, NASDAQ, or any other benchmark, providing investors with market returns at a fraction of the cost. One of the most significant differences between active and passive investing is cost. Active funds typically charge expense ratios ranging from 0.5% to 2% annually. These higher fees cover the costs of professional management, research teams, and frequent trading. Additionally, active funds may incur higher taxes due to more frequent buying and selling. In contrast, passive funds have expense ratios as low as 0.03% to 0.2%. This dramatic difference in fees might seem small, but over time, it can have a substantial impact on your investment returns. Lower costs mean more of your money stays invested and continues to grow. Here's a sobering reality about active investing. Studies consistently show that approximately 85% of actively managed funds fail to beat their benchmark index over 10 to 15-year periods. This underperformance becomes even more pronounced after accounting for fees and expenses. While some active managers do outperform in the short term, maintaining that outperformance consistently is extremely difficult. The challenge is that markets are highly efficient, and finding mispriced securities that can generate consistent excess returns is rare. This statistic is one of the main reasons why many financial experts recommend passive investing for most individual investors. Let's examine the advantages and disadvantages of active investing. On the positive side, active funds offer the potential for higher returns if the manager is skilled at identifying opportunities. They can provide downside protection during bear markets by moving to cash or defensive positions. Active managers also have the flexibility to adjust their strategy based on market conditions. However, the drawbacks are significant. Higher fees and expenses eat into returns. There's manager risk, meaning your returns depend heavily on the skill and decisions of one person or team. Most importantly, research shows that active funds often underperform the index they're trying to beat, especially over longer time periods. Passive investing also has its own set of advantages and disadvantages. The benefits are compelling. Very low fees and costs mean more money working for you. Passive funds provide consistent market returns without the guesswork of stock picking. They require low maintenance, making them perfect for investors who don't want to constantly monitor their portfolios. On the downside, passive investing means you cannot beat the market, you'll only match its performance. During market downturns, you'll experience the full decline with no ability to move to safer positions. There's also limited flexibility, as the fund must follow the index it tracks regardless of market conditions. Active investing might be appropriate for certain types of investors in specific situations. It works best for those targeting emerging or niche markets where inefficiencies exist and skilled managers can add value. If you have the time and expertise, or access to managers who do, to conduct thorough research and analysis, active investing could be suitable. It's also an option for investors with higher risk tolerance who are comfortable paying higher fees for the potential, though not guaranteed, of outperformance. However, it's important to carefully research and select active managers with proven track records, as past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Passive investing is ideal for most individual investors, particularly those with long-term goals like retirement and wealth building. If you're focused on saving for retirement 20 or 30 years down the road, passive investing offers a straightforward path to building wealth. It's perfect for cost-conscious investors who want to minimize fees and maximize the portion of returns they keep. If you prefer a hands-off approach with simplicity and automation, passive investing allows you to set up automatic contributions and let your investments grow without constant attention. The evidence strongly suggests that for the majority of investors, a low-cost passive strategy is the most reliable way to build wealth over time. So what's the final verdict? For most investors, passive investing is the winner. The combination of lower costs, consistent returns that match the market, and simplicity makes it the superior choice for building long-term wealth. The data is clear. Most active managers don't beat the market after fees, so why pay extra for underperformance? However, investing doesn't have to be all or nothing. Many successful investors use a hybrid approach, building a core portfolio of low-cost passive index funds while allocating a smaller portion to carefully selected active investments. This strategy gives you the stability and low costs of passive investing while still allowing for potential outperformance in specific areas. The key is to make your passive holdings the foundation of your portfolio.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.